When Anna first married into the countryside, she was stunned to discover that breakfast at her in-laws' home consisted of premium seafood. Just 3 days earlier, Benjamin had shown up to the wedding in a tractor. Her 6 sisters mocked her openly, convinced she had married a broke nobody and was destined for a lifetime of hardship. On the way home, the tractor even broke down, and they were still 3 miles from the house. Instead of complaining, Anna suggested they walk together and said that marriage meant sharing both the good and the bad. When they finally arrived, she walked in and froze. Inside were a sick older brother, a mentally impaired second brother, a mother with a limp, and a paralyzed father. Benjamin worried silently that the sight of his struggling family would scare his new wife away. But Anna showed no disgust. She felt sorry for her husband and believed that as long as the family stood united, their future would only get better. His mother was deeply moved and immediately handed Anna the household key, declaring that from now on she would manage all family matters and finances. Anna thought that despite their poverty, they trusted her with what little money they had, and she felt truly accepted as family. What she did not know was that the key actually represented control over a fortune worth billions. Benjamin's mother had staged the entire image of poverty to test her daughter-in-law's character, even using 2 pounds of rice as the bride price and arriving in a tractor on purpose. Benjamin secretly resolved to tell Anna the truth soon, because he no longer wanted her to suffer. The next morning, however, the table was set with lobster and steak that looked completely out of place. Anna urged her mother-in-law not to spend so much money. Fearing exposure, the family quickly claimed the food had been a gift from a neighbor. Soon after, a secretary arrived with contracts and casually mentioned that last quarter's revenue had reached $300 billion. Anna overheard. Her mother-in-law rushed to explain that the visitor was from a poverty relief office and that the papers were just scrap for the fire. Anna then firmly announced that she would find a job to help support the household and work their way out of poverty. Touched by her sincerity, the family said nothing. The next morning, Anna handed out flyers on the street, worried that the cold would freeze her hands. Benjamin ordered his people to take every single flyer. Anna was overjoyed. She later worked at a jewelry store, and when she failed to sell anything all afternoon, Benjamin again arranged for his staff to buy everything from her counter. Anna felt proud of the money she earned. She divided it among the family and planned to save the rest to renovate the old house. After she fell asleep, the family gathered to discuss when to reveal their true identity. Benjamin feared she would feel betrayed. The secretary suggested attending the next day's auction, buying her a gift, and then explaining everything. The following day, while working at the hotel, Anna unexpectedly ran into her younger sister and brother-in-law. They bragged about staying in the presidential suite. Anna knew her brother-in-law's business had already gone bankrupt and that they were just putting on a show, so she did not react. Sure enough, the brother-in-law rejected the idea and admitted he had booked the cheapest motel next door. Her sister stood there confused and embarrassed. At that moment, the richest heir in Harbor City entered the banquet hall. The couple rushed forward to build a connection and begged for business cooperation with Benjamin's family. Benjamin calmly instructed his staff to invite them inside and even offered to send them their favorite auction items in his wife's name. They were ecstatic, believing their fortunes had finally turned around. Meanwhile, Anna was pushed into a corner and did not realize that the powerful man was her own husband. Her sister mocked her again, saying they came from the same parents, yet Anna had ended up serving drinks after marrying a rough country man. The brother-in-law boasted about his upcoming partnership with the wealthy heir. Her sister suddenly snatched a worn copper key from Anna. It looked ordinary, but it was the symbol of authority given to her by Benjamin's mother. To Anna, it represented stability. She pleaded for it back. As the sister and her husband continued their insults, the doors of the auction hall opened. Benjamin entered with his entourage. Anna assumed they were hired actors meant to defend her pride. Her sister, not recognizing the heir, mocked Anna for bringing performers to save face. Benjamin immediately ordered his men to teach the couple a lesson. Because Anna disliked wealthy families and preferred a simple life, his family decided to continue pretending to be poor. Once outside, his parents instantly resumed their exaggerated act, limping and collapsing dramatically to support their daughter-in-law's story. For their son's happiness, they were willing to keep up the performance. Later, the brother-in-law learned that he had offended Anna and lost all chance of cooperation. On the verge of bankruptcy, he heard that the richest man planned to develop a place called Boxy Village. He decided to risk everything and use his wife's dowry to buy land there as a gift to gain favor. What he did not know was that Boxy Village was Benjamin's hometown. The couple arrived at what they considered a rundown village and barged into a farmhouse courtyard, offering a few $1,000s to force a sale. The door opened and Anna and Benjamin stood there. The brother-in-law demanded they move out, claiming it would please the wealthy heir. Benjamin calmly replied that the house was not for sale. Enraged, the brother-in-law called his assistant and ordered him to bring all the property deeds in the village. Soon, a stack of deeds arrived. He opened the first one, owner, Benjamin. The second one, owner, Benjamin. From houses to farmland to hills, every acre in the village bore the same name. Unable to accept reality, he insisted the documents were fake. Angry villagers chased the couple out with rotten vegetables and mud. Humiliated and furious, they vowed to make Anna and Benjamin lose face at the annual family banquet.